hate being a mother.
From you, in fact, demonstrate or showing that you do not have the intent to comply with the court orders in this matter.
There's only a couple options here. Like, are we gonna stay single? Are we going to be a lesbian?
This is the perfect country for passport bros, and here is why. Finding a traditional woman is a lot easier. I'm out at a luxury meal for just $32. It's the country. Looking for wifey material? It's a piece of cake when 80% believe in traditional values.
It's the best thing I'll ever do.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash the notification bell just to be sure you're getting my videos as soon as I release them. Guys, right now we're sitting somewhere around 20,600 subscribers. We're trying to run it up to 25,000 by New Year. So guys, be sure to subscribe. I see that only around 70% of you guys are not subscribed. So I would love to get that number at least up to 50%. So guys, come on and subscribe. Especially if you like my content, you've been watching a couple of videos.
What are you waiting for?
I don't know what you're waiting for. Get and subscribe. Alright guys, let's hop right into it.
So I saw this post today and I was like, dang, man, people really feel like this. And so I wanted to talk about it and see what y'all thought. So someone on Twitter said, she loves her child. She just hates the role of being a mom. Please understand. And then someone goes ahead and mentions her and says, I hate being a mother. It's one of my biggest regrets and no one can convince me that it's worth it ever. Okay, so let's talk about it. I cannot sit here and deny nor lie and tell anybody that motherhood is not hard, that motherhood is not difficult, that it is completely and utterly trying to the mental. That's facts, point blank, period. But the Most High, Yahuwah, has allowed me to step back outside of myself and see it in a new lens and perception. So please just hear me out. What if you were made and created to be a mother so that you could raise your child to be a deliverer, that you could raise your child to be a savior, a revelator? What if the hardships, the staying up until 4 o'clock in the morning, bruised breasts from breastfeeding, crying and just stress, what if it was all worth it because your child was destined to be something great and powerful according to the Most High Yahuwah's will? We as mothers literally have the opportunity to heal from every trauma, every form of abuse, every form of neglect, abandonment, wound that we have experienced, and then pour into our children how to successfully navigate this cold world. And if we pour that into them, they'll pour that into their children, and they won't ever have to go through what we went through. Can somebody hear what I'm saying?
No, you're exactly right. But see, what happens is, I'm not a big fan of women or even men having kids when they're not ready, right? Now, a lot of what she explained, a lot of our women feel like that. And that could be this woman here. It's postpartum, right? That's what she was explaining. Women go through that. My ex went through it with my son. Yes, it's hard on a woman. And men, we don't necessarily deal with that. But I say like this, right? If someone's not ready to have kids, don't have them, right? Especially if you're not fit to be a good parent. Because there's children raising children, and it's leading to the society we have now, where kids are listening to Booty Brown and a bunch of different stuff. I only said that because of the video I reacted to the other day. But yeah, it's wild out there. But let's hop right into the next video. So in this next clip, it says, mom refuses dad parenting time, facing jail. It says mom is facing contempt for refusing to hand over the child. Now, this is something they've been doing in the West right now, and men are loving this, right? They're cracking down and giving women jail time for, holding back their babies from their fathers. This is an example here. I'm not happy to see this. Actually, I am happy to see this. Of course, I don't want anybody facing jail, but hey, if you're holding out for your own selfish reasons, let me see what they got to say.
But the fact is that he does have opportunity or does have the right to take the child, pick up the child, and be involved in the schooling. He would have that right anyway pursuant to MCL 722.30.
Yes.
Ma'am, don't shake your head unless you know the law.
Emotional damage.
The most recent motion, the plaintiff had contained in paragraph 17 of the motion various texts from you, in fact, demonstrate or showing that you do not have the intent to comply with the court orders in this matter.
I did return Bella for visitations with her father until she was abused by her father physically. She came home with cuts to her mouth that were confirmed by her pediatrician, and then that is when I stopped.
Okay. It's my understanding from reading the motion that the CPS was involved and they did not substantiate. Is that correct?
They were at the doctor's office when the doctor showed them and confirmed to them the cuts on our daughter's lips.
Guys, she tried to pull a situation where she tried to set it up to make it seem like the father was abusing the daughter, which I believe is total nonsense. But let me get into it more.
However, whether they followed their protocol for child abuse or not, I'm not exactly sure.
Okay, well, I can only assume, I don't know, but I assume that they followed their protocol as they're required to do. Well, I guess the main point is, are you in fact refusing to turn the child over to the plaintiff?
Well, as of right now, yes. The plaintiff, Mr. Back, has pled guilty to domestic violence, which occurred July 1st.
That's the only point I want to make today, Ms.
Okay.
Martinez.
Yep.
So we have a total of 63, it looks like.
Correct.
Is the total. Ms. Martinez, is that square with your understanding?
Yes. Yes, it is. I was just wondering if the court was going to go by its recommendations that anybody that had pled guilty to domestic violence should not have 50-50 custody of the minor child, because
We are enforcing the orders that are in existence at this time.
is the court going to investigate because of the domestic
Court does not
violence? of the plaintiff?
investigate.
Oh,
Other
the
agencies,
FOC handbook said it.
other agencies investigate. CPS investigates. The police investigate.
She's trying to make it okay for not allowing the father to see the daughter because she filed an abuse case. But there's a court order. And that's what they're saying. This is what we're here to take care of right now.
The court does not investigate. The court will order that the child be turned over to him immediately, forthwith, and that he will have the child for the 63 days that he has been denied as make-up parenting time. Yeah. As a result of your failing to turn over, as this court has ordered, the court is going to remand you to the Calhoun County Sheriff, where you will remain incarcerated until such time as the child is turned over to the plaintiff.
Okay.
So you can go with the deputy. I'll have the deputy take you. He can take you to the holding tank, and then we'll see that you're going to have to make your phone call and make sure that whoever where the child is, that the child is turned over. But at this point, you will remain incarcerated until such time as the child is.
So she's going to be locked up until the child is turned over to the father. Shouts out to you, Judge. This is my first time seeing this happen, and like justice was served. Let me go on to the next video.
Hi, I'm looking for my DC single girls. DC single girls. If you are not them, move on. Or actually, if you're DC girls in general, even with a man, you can stay here. What are we doing? What are we doing? You know my struggle. You know my struggle. Where are the men? Where are the men? There's only a couple options here. Like, are we gonna stay single? Are we going to be a lesbian? Are we moving?
Why would you say we're gonna stay single to be lesbian? Like, what is she trying to accomplish here? That was a wild statement. Are we gonna be lesbian? Because if we are, I'm a mean sucker.
Out of DC. Like, I'm 28. I want a husband and a family, but like, where are the men?
She's at least 38.
Where are they?
They're in the friend zone.
Are they at the gym?
Where are they?
Where are they?
They're in the friend zone.
Tell me.
Seriously, what are we doing? What do we do? We need to get together and do this together. I don't know what to do. I've been here for 4 years. I want a husband. Or even a boyfriend. Yeah, DC girlies, help me out. And if you do have a boyfriend, please let me know what you've done to get him. and to find him. Where are they hiding? Like, I need help and I'm running out of options and I don't know what to do. Like, what is next? It's not looking good. It's not looking good, girls. It's not looking good. Like, I'm trying to stay positive. Like, where are they?
I'm sure those Justin. But anyway, she wants the sisterhood to help her, and I seen the video. The video had 2 comments, right? So I looked at the comments, and this is what the comment says. It says, "We are leaving DC, sister. The men here are trash." Automatically, woman bashing men, claiming they're trash because of their problems they're going through, right? And then the girl said, "Agreed, where to?" And this comment, the next comment right there, was like the shining light. It was like the heavens open up and, oh. Let's watch what this guy said. He said, "DC is just a large group of women chasing a small group of tall men who are players. It's just a cycle. It's a vicious cycle. And what's going on is that woman is already on that vicious cycle, hence her being 28, or she claims 28, looks like she's 38, but 28, and on the carousel, instead of focusing on her career, right? I'm sure she's in DC. She got that promotion from her job, relocated her to DC maybe. So now she's out there, been out there 4 years, trying to find where it's at. So this man said it right. A small group of women chasing tall men. The small group of tall men. And the reason why it's a small group, because not only tall, but they still take tall. You gotta have a certain amount of money, right? It's not there for you ladies. And I'll tell you this, most of the tall guys I see a bunch of tall guys out in the Philippines, other countries. I see tall guys all the time. Looks like some of those tall guys are jumping up in the party. But yeah, your numbers are so small. To find those small group of tall guys, and as she said, this one girl said, they're trash. Of course they're trash. Because those tall guys have the pick of the litter. Smashing everything. But let's hop on to the next video.
We have been priced out of buying homes. We have been priced out of having kids. Our kids have been priced out of adulthood because most will never be able to leave the financial umbrella of their parents. We've been priced out of certain jobs. I literally can't work.
So she's talking about how hard it is in the U.S. right now, and it's true. And what a lot of people may not realize, this is the main reason for passport bros. It's not just the woman. The woman is the plus side, right? It's the extra additive. But the main reason, of course, love, but also it's like flip side. But let it keep playing.
Here, or I'm losing money. We've been priced out of transportation, whether it's a luxury item or just the maintenance of keeping transportation. We've been priced out of education, how much you spend on a degree versus what you get back from it, not worth it. We have been priced out of our neighborhoods, and now we're being priced out of the holiday season. People literally stood in line for hours to have Thanksgiving dinner at Golden Corral because it was cheaper than buying food and cooking for your family. All the reasons on why you were a productive, tax-paying, law-abiding citizen, we've been priced out of. So if there is no reward for being a good person or doing the right thing, there are going to be more people that are not going to try. We think that the youth is giving up now and they're not thriving. If we continue on this path, they're not going to give a damn.
It's true, and it's already happening. But guys, here's the flip side of it.
This is the perfect country for passport bros, and here is why. The cost of living is 53% lower than the US.
This is the way.
Rent is 83% cheaper, the crime rate is 24% higher, and you could live like the top 1%, $1,320 a month. Finding a traditional woman is a lot easier. More on that in a bit. You can live the bachelor dream in style when rent $140 to $700 for a one-bedroom apartment in the city center, $145 per month. Utilities $98, Fat is only $33, and an unlimited cell phone plan is $43. You can easily take your date to a decent restaurant and spend $15 for the both of you, out at a luxury meal for just $32. It's easy to stand out when the average Joe here makes only $345 a month. Being a breadwinner while your wife stayed home could not be easier when rent for a 3-bedroom house is between $260 to $1,760, is around $177 to $349,000, and you could live like royalty with only $2,580 a month. Guess the country. Looking for wifey material? It's a piece of cake when 80% believe in traditional values, 58% report being happy, and the fertility rate is 3.1. 82% of the population is women, 51% of those are under 25, percent of locals speak English. Ready to pack your bags? All you need is your passport and you can stay visa-free for 30 days. Then you could apply for a tourist visa and stay for another 90 days, or a business visa and stay for up to a year. And the country is the Philippines.
Yes, 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 yes. And I'm a witness of all of that. I've been living in the Philippines for 8 years, going on 9 years now. And when I first moved out here, my rent was $140 a month. And I moved into a fully furnished apartment. And the beautiful thing about that, my wife, she became my wife after, she already had the apartment set up. We were doing business together online and we were making money together. She had the apartment set up, everything was set up. I moved right into everything already situated for me, right? And so that's what's happening. And I want to show this next clip here. This is a guy who's extremely happy with his lady.
I get to love you.
Sana all.
It's the best thing I'll ever do. May come, your heart I will choose.
So this is what's happening, right? Guys are leaving and finding women for them. As I explained in the past video, right? Most people here speak English. Like for instance, yesterday I was by the store and the kid was asking for money. He was speaking Tagalog. I started talking in English. The kid started speaking English immediately, and I said, "Wow!" The kid was asking for me, he was begging for money. It shocked me. But I'm not in the poor area. It's just the kid was asking for money. That happens sometimes out here. And the kid speaks perfect English. He's obviously was in school. I know he wasn't a bum on the street. He didn't look like it, but still, he was asking for money. And yeah, kid spoke perfect English. And area is comfortable. What they said about the crime, you won't ever really feel or experience that crime. It's not like you're living in Colombia somewhere, right? And I'll make a video about that next, because in Colombia, that 24% higher crime, oh, you'll feel it. Will you feel it here in the Philippines? Or even somewhere like Thailand? No, you won't. Or anywhere else in Southeast Asia? No, you won't. Reason why is because that's not targeted at foreigners. But yeah, guys, this is what guys are doing. They're leaving and finding happiness in other places, because they realize there's more to life than dealing with the headaches back home.
This is the way.
Passport, bro. Cash for no.
So